Hello friends, welcome to the Tech with Soft. So today I designed one lecture that is for MySQL basics. So here we will learn, I will create multiple videos that could be on the series. So we will understand how the MySQL work, what kind of different commands we have inside MySQL, what is MySQL, why do we use it, that all thing we are going to cover under this series. Okay, so next, let me tell you what is a MySQL, why do we use MySQL, okay, what is the purpose of it. So it is used to store, retrieve, and manage data structures format using SQL, structured query language. So SQL is full form structured query language where we have to perform any store, retrieve, right? We have store data, we have to retrieve it, and we have to manage data, right? Then we have to use MySQL, and we can take example of any applications, right, where we have uh, two type of database, right? Relational database and non-relational database. So SQL always used to store that relational database, right? So it is always used to relational database. What is the meaning of relational database? Means data will be in a proper format, and to make it proper, we do have like different tables. So inside the table only the data will store, and if it is having some other things, we have to follow normalization as well. So there is a different things. So you have to understand simple. MySQL is a one kind of database where we do store the data that will behave like a database, and every application does use the database. Without database, you can't make any application. Okay, dynamic application always will having a database where I can say like any application like banking application or like e-commerce application where we have a data, right? Our data will always store under some place that is called MySQL. So MySQL is a one of them. We have a different type of database as well, like Oracle we have, Postgre we have, right? On them, MySQL is also one of them. So MySQL is a one of the database which does store, retrieve, and manage data in a structured format. So that is a one of the basic things that you can understand about MySQL. If you're talking the MySQL, right, you should know what kind of command we have inside it. Okay, how does it perform? So we have a different type of command in MySQL. First command that is called DDL command. That is a data definition language. Inside this command, we have a different kind of sub command like create, alter, truncate, drop. So here actually we should know how to create table, how to alter table, what is it, how to truncate table, how to drop table. So here let me tell you what is a table. Table is something which will store data in a two-dimensional format, which could be row and column. Okay, so every database does store data in the table format only. Okay, all the relational database data is stored that into a table format only, where we have some kind of row and some kind of column. I will tell you when we'll do the practice of it, right? Then I will let you know how to perform all this, how to see the table, right? How to store data into database, that all. So first thing you have to understand that data definition language, which is having a one powerful feature called auto commit. So that is also one of the interview questions if you're preparing for some exams, right? What is the auto commit, that I will cover it, but you have to understand right now DDL data definition language will having a one feature which will always perform like auto commit. Second, we have a DML data manipulation language which is not auto commit. It is not auto commit. So that is the difference between DDL and DML. Always remember, DDL is auto commit and DML is not auto commit. So inside DML we have some kind of queries: insert, update, and delete. So as name suggests, insert, update, delete. Insert is inserting record, update is updating record, delete is deleting the record, right? So DDL and DML, DDL always used to perform data over the structure, right? And DML perform operation over the data. So that is also one of the difference between DDL and DML, which is going to use a lot. So DDL will perform operation always with the table structure, and DML will perform operation over the table data. What is the structure? What is the data? We are going to cover in next few minutes. Okay. TCL is a transaction control language which is having a two powerful features, powerful commands: commit and rollback. So commit is something which is saving data into permanently. Rollback is something which is used for undo the data. So if I've deleted data which was not right, so I can take back the data. So that is used for rollback. DCL is a data control language which is having a two powerful command grant and revoke. So inside that we can create multiple users, right? So I can create n number of users. By default, we do get a user called root, which could behave like an admin. But other than that, we may create some other users as well, which may have some user permission. Like I can create the user by my name, I can create user by tag with soft, I can create user by learning, I can create user by any name I can create, right? So this username will what it is actually want some kind of access because every user doesn't have access, right? So user will having access that could be grant, means it could access anything, and later on if you want to take back the permission we have to use revoke. So grant and revoke, this directly relate to the terms. If we have like different type of users, root will having by default all the permission because it is behaving like admin, so we don't have to worry about it. Next command is that we have, that is a DQL command, data query language. Inside that one command we have, that is a select command. Select is one of the most powerful command in this all, where we do play with the select only always. We do insert data once, twice, something like that, right? But select will perform frequently, and select will only give you the data which is present into database. So these are the different commands which we are going to cover step by step. So let's to begin the practical of it. Okay, so I'm opening the MySQL software. So we have to install first MySQL. If you have MySQL software, right, you will get one kind of workbench. If you don't have to install, I will attach one link on it, and you will get to know that how to install MySQL. Okay, so if you have to, you will get this kind of interface. So whenever you will open it, right, you will get here one kind of instance. So you can see here it is giving me a user like a root, and here it is giving me a localhost 3306, right? So 3306 is a port of this MySQL over there that server will run. Okay, so I will open it. So I will open it right now. Then do we get here kind of management tools. So you can see here we have a two type of option, administrator and schema. So administrator means it will give me some kind of management tool server status that we do not have to look on it because it is not for our purpose right now. We are directly coming to the schema. So always remember that many time people do confuse. I'm not getting anything because it is having a like kind of management and all. So you have to just skip it and click on directly to the schema. So in schema, you can see that I have a different type of databases like demo, MyDB, systraining, right? So these are the different databases, and I have login under the user. So you have to understand one thing in this MySQL. First, we have a user. Inside user, you have a database. Inside the database, you have a like table. So there's a kind of hierarchy, right? So first you have to understand you are working under which user, and under this user, what is the database we are going to use. So let me tell you here, we are working on with root user. In the root user, what could be the database? So database, I have to create it. Okay, because database, I have four database, but we are not going to use any one of them. We are creating a new fresh database. So I can say that could be tag with soft, suppose tag with soft. In tag with soft, what could be the table? I will create like employee table, I will create like department table, right? So employee table having a employee information, department will having a department information, right? So that way I can create a number of tables. So that hierarchy you should know that. If you know the hierarchy, that well and good. First, what user you are going to use, right? For then what